Buenos dias, guys. We got here my little Nespresso. I'm about to go get 45 minutes of cardio and get my breakfast. Today is a chest, shoulders, and triceps day. So a little push workout. We did legs a couple days ago. It is the very beginning of November. I think it's November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. Great movie. If you guys caught the reference. But yeah, so we have another month and 5 days, and we're going to be heading back to Las Vegas. I've already sold all my shit. I put my house up for a short sale, and then I've done some research, talked to my financial advisor and all this stuff, and I just don't want to take the hit on the credit score. And regardless of what everybody says, oh, well, you can just do a credit repair fix and they can just remove it from your credit report. It all sounds fishy and scammy to me. So, maybe I'm uneducated in the field, but I'm not going to do that. I have an amazing credit score. I have an 847 credit score, probably because my skin is muy blanco, or maybe I'm just good at paying my bills on time, and I'm pretty good with life in general. I'm not just racking up a bunch of credit card debt, buying Louis Vuitton, a bunch of bullshit. As you can see, I got my $9 Amazon shirt and my Amazon shorts and my Air Monarchs from this outfit presented by Amazon fanny pack, Mexico. I think this was $15 from Mexico. But yeah, we're not into buying designer stuff, but head back to Las Vegas. There's literally nothing in there. There's not a fork, there's not a spoon, there's not a plate. It's literally just a shell of a house. So I have to start all over again. So I'm just going to get bare essentials to start, but I actually want to make my house nicer. Like, if anybody's been to my house or they've seen my videos, they would notice that it's just a bunch of white walls. It kind of just looks like a prison. So it's not very aesthetically pleasing. You just walk in, it's just got white walls and just furniture. So I need to try to make my house look a little bit more homey, get a little homey. You can have a house and you can have a home. So I've been having a house, but I haven't had a home in a while. So hopefully I can make my house a home and I can actually enjoy where I live. And then we have to get another car, and I can't be seeing anything else besides another Porsche. So regardless of how much money it costs, I've been spending so much money in Airbnbs and then paying for 2 houses in Vegas that are just sitting there. So even if I had a $3,000 or $4,000 a month car payment, it wouldn't even make a difference in my lifestyle, because I've already been used to paying $4,000 extra a month for houses in Las Vegas, plus whatever I spend on Airbnb here. So if I'm spending $4,000 a month or more on a house here, and then $4,000 a month in Las Vegas, and then I get rid of this, sold one of the other houses, and then just get another car that costs the same, it wouldn't even make a difference in what I'm doing. So regardless, what everybody says, oh, you don't need to do that, it's stupid to spend that much in a car. You know what? You've never pushed 9,000 RPMs, so I beg to differ. So once you experience having a supercar or anything like that, it's very hard to go back to driving a Mazda 3 or a fucking Dodge Neon or a Ford Pinto, whatever normal people drive, and you got to realize the Slink isn't normal. You can say the Slink is arrogant. You can say, why is he talking third person? Because he's the man. And I've told myself this for years, and this is probably why I'm on a different level than most of the people that hate on me. Right? I have a friend down there in Washington courthouse, and I guess people till this day still talk shit about, oh, he's on steroids and blah, 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 he's going to die. I don't give a fuck. You guys make 30 to 40 grand a year, 50 max. I've done that in a month, and I will continue to do that, and I will still rise to the top just like the cream and just like the great macho man used to say. Okay, so I'm excited to get back to Las Vegas. I'm excited to push P. I'm going to get back on all the stuff. I'm going to try to dial in the nutrition and get bigger again. I'm back up to 265, guys. I was at 257, 250-ish for a long time, and just kind of teetered around with, my testosterone dosages and not trying to eat a bunch of protein. But now I've been really dialing it in. I've been adding more food. I've been trying to eat more protein. Got back on a little bit of a cycle. I took 500 tests, 400 EQ, and 50 D-ball, and my little tiny bit of GH, and I've gained 10 pounds in the past couple of weeks. So I don't know if it's going to take me a year or 2 years to build back all the size. If I could, gain 10 pounds in a couple of weeks just by increasing my drugs a little bit, and that's a very mild dose. I haven't ran something like that small in a while. Typically, if I would compete in bodybuilding, I would run 1,000 milligrams of testosterone, and probably 600 to 800 milligrams of another compound and an oral, and maybe some TNE and GH. So this is a very lower level for me and what other people do. But when I get back to Vegas, going to ramp things up, going to get in better shape. shoot way more content and just invest more in myself and quit trying to have like this scarcity mindset. So I'm a big believer in just like spend more, you're going to make more. And that's always been something that's happened for me. When I was living in Miami, I was paying $6,700 for condo there. I was paying $4,000 a month back in Las Vegas for those. So that's over $10,000 plus $5,000 for the car, and then this eating and just general stuff. And I had 2 coaches at the time that I would pay out money to as well. And so my overhead was like 18 to 20K. And the more money I spent, the more money I made. And that's just the name of the game. And then I started spending money on ads beginning of the year, boosting posts and doing all this nonsense. And just like the more money that I just put out there, the more I got in return. And then once I started like trying to save and listen to other people about, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and you should save more money and do that, then I started making less. And I'm like, dude, I got to quit doing that. We got to fucking throw it out there and God's just going to give it back. And that's all I got to say about that. So hope you guys have a great day. I want to keep making more videos like this. I'll put this on YouTube and everything else too. So, if you want to follow along the journey, I'm going to document everything, just like I did kind of when I moved from Ohio to Vegas, and just do the daily vlogs and keep you guys updated. So fucking slinking ain't easy, baby. You already know what it is.